morning, respected engineer Prasanna Kumar Motapalliji, FIE, CMD NLCAL, our beloved Dr. Ranganath, President, Institution of Engineers India Chapter, Tiwari ji, my beloved directors Suman ji, Samir Zarup ji, Acharya ji, CVO Thiru Govindarajan avargal, our Honorary Secretary Iranian ji, the delegates from outside, my committee members, EDs, CGMs, participants, faculties, and all others who are present here, a warm good morning wishes to each and every one of you, and then I also welcome all of you to this wonderful function of seminar on this mining, the challenges and prospects. My special welcome to President Dr. Ranganath for the reason that he has been really striving to come over here, accepting our invitation, and at least some 2-3 occasions he made some attempts and then he couldn't make it. And in spite of his very hectic schedule, I will say that today evening he has some program and then tomorrow morning he has some inauguration. Still he has seen that it is made. Thank you very much, sir. Of course, I love to compliment our Tiwari ji also, who has been really instrumental in seeing that the activities of our center is really normalized and then it is taken to some heights actually. Well, it's not only welcome address because that I'll also have to do some felicitation as a director. So I thought that both I'll combine as usual so that later I don't have to come again to take some time. When we talk about this institution of engineers, we all very well know that it has been established long before 1920, more than 100 years, 104 years it has completed. And it is one of the oldest historical, multifaceted engineering professional body. And the services, what it has rendered for the last 100 years, if you see that it is impossible to just list it actually. What it has brought the laurels not only to the particular profession, also to the society or the country or to the whole world, if you see that, it is impossible to, list everything. And in that series, if you see that some of the things, if you really want to list, the Bureau of Indian Standards, or the first research institute for that engineering discipline. All these things are the contribution of this. And then with respect to the today's topic relevance, I was really surprised to know that in the international mining seminar, the first body from India which represented international mining seminar is our Institution of Engineers actually. They felt the importance and then the Institution of Engineers during those days itself that to Europe they have represented this actually. So there are a lot of things I can talk about it at this occasion, and then let me just come down to our Neyveli. This is one of the historical centers, we'll say that. They used to call it as a meridian center actually. And several good things have happened here, and then it has generated a lot of AMIs, MIs, FIEs, several good programs, several recognition, and then several excellent programs have been conducted here. In the legacy, I am very happy that that legacy is continuing, and then with the blessings of our present body at the center and then state center, we have got this very important seminar which is very apt to conduct at this mining soil. It's not only that, the mining, when we talk about it, why it is so important, there are several things we can keep telling, and then some of the few points, if you just see that, mining is one of the oldest professions. And the oldest profession, if you see that based on the carbon dating, they are telling that several thousands of years before this mining profession was there. And when such a profession is there for several thousands of years, that what is that we are talking about the challenges which we have seen in last several thousands of years, what is the new challenges we are going to see? That is the first question I have asked when we have framed the topic for this today's seminar. And in fact, that mine, if you see that, it is considered as one of the livelihood during those days. mine means it is considered as a livelihood. Like any river is there that nearby that people are living, around the mines people used to live because mines will give the livelihood. And people will live around that and then they will take their livelihood and then they were living happily. This is how that mining, it has started based on the need and then based on our requirement. Slowly the requirements have been felt and then it was felt that it has to be more organized and then it was slowly growing. And in the 20th century latter part, specifically after 1950, when the industrial revolution has taken place, at that time when we see that this mining has seen a dramatic change. The reason being for the entire industrial revolutions, the requirement of minerals or metals or fuel or whatever you call it as, entire thing has to come from the earth. So the importance of mining was very well felt and then later it has become an important part of any country's activity. The people, those are having resources is counted as a wealth. And it is not only that what you are having the resources, the mining potential is also equally important. Maybe there are some countries in South Africa, they have large resources, but the mining capability or technological thing which they don't have, they are not able to just flourish. And then now, if you take any country, when we list that GDP or other activities or other commercially that how big or how good that country is, the mining plays an important role and then mining plays a center role. Because that everything what is needed for the industrial or other activities lies in the earth. And then even some of the problems created because of our mining activity, the solution also lies within the earth. So that is the reason. And then today's topic is specifically on the fossil fuel. And fossil fuel, if you see that in the world, there are about some 30,000 billion units of electricity is being generated as of now per year. And close to 19,000 billion units of electricity, close to some 63% comes because of the fossil fuel, and it is all coming from the earth. It is all because of the mining. So the entire powering of this world as on today, or the major portion, is because of mining. That is the importance of this, the importance of mining on the fossil fuel. So we cannot discount the mining, and then if you really want the power without mining, it is impossible to do that. So this is the very important point which we need to just take into account when we talk about the today's subject. Then what are all the challenges? Such an important thing. Prospects are very well known that if you want really progress, without power it is not possible, and then fossil fuel plays 63% of it, then whatever it is we are supposed to do, but similarly the challenges are also there. Since beginning there have been some challenges. From time to time the challenges were varying, and then one was taking a center stage and then the others were behind. Something like technological challenges, which I have told earlier, that some of the countries, though they have a lot of resources, but technically they are not sound or they are not really capable. They need some support. There may be some environmental challenges. Yes, we'll have to do everything within the replenishing capacity of the nature without harming it. And there are some third front that challenges, that is that economical challenges, whether it is really economically viable or not. Is it possible that, okay, I do all these operations and then still it is economically viable or not? This is the next challenge, all these things. Beyond all that, there is one more challenge, that is the social or societal challenge, which was not at all felt earlier, but that is the important challenge now. Especially we all know that being at Neyveli, that how important it is, and then these societal or social challenges. Even though it is technologically feasible, economically viable, environmental friendly, unless otherwise there is an acceptance, it is impossible to start mining operation at any point. So this is also a very important thing. That is that the challenges from the society or socially, what are all the challenges. So these are all the four areas, considering that the challenges of this mining, and what we thought is that today's topic, taking these four areas as a major thing, several topics have been worked out actually. There are some 14 or 15 important topics, and it ranges from starting from the mine planning, something on water management and environmental, and then air quality index, digitization, technological advancement, AI, everything we have covered actually. Entire thing, taking these four as a reference, we have kept actually. So certainly that at Neyveli, where it is housing three important mines and then supplying large power to the southern states, this is a very apt topic, and then we'll have to discuss. The reason being, We need to know from everyone that these challenges, how it is being handled, so that we all will come to a common platform so as to handle these challenges in a better way. So that is how, because in each area you take the challenge, Neyveli has set an example. You take environment and still this is the best site, and then our chairman has told that as if I have come to some hill station, it looks like. That is what he has told. So that means in spite of all this mining and then power activity of such a huge extent, still we are able to maintain the air quality index below 45 is something miracle actually. So that is possible. And technically and then safety fronts also we have done a lot of things. But still, as our chairman, as our directors, always we demand that safety and other things, we strive or we yearn for improvements. So there is no end to keep learning. Keeping that in mind, this topic has been set actually. I am very happy that the support what we have received from that, as I told earlier, that state president and then entire team of our state officials and also our national team. And also the support from our CMD, always is forthcoming for such a program, because the learning is always very close to his heart. And always he ensures that it is not only that it is just learned and then it is implemented. And when it comes to our directors are also, they are all in the same platform. And when I have told our Swarup Sumanji, and then he said that what all can be done further. That is how it has started. And also another important thing I love to mention here, that I love to congratulate two of the important awardees today. One is our Dr. Swarup Sumanji. He is the S.K. Bose Memorial Lecturer Awardee today. It is a very, very, very prestigious award, and then he has been chosen unanimously, and then it has been a very great honor to all of us actually. I feel honored to honor our Dr. Suresh Sumanji actually. Similarly, our Asay Koteji, that eminent engineer from that mining sector, he has been selected. And then I thank our national chairman for selecting two of the eminent persons from our side for these awards, sir. Thank you very much. And I welcome you all once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your welcoming words, as well as setting the context to this today's National Convention for Mining Engineers. Thank you very much. I now request Engineer Velpula Rajkumar, convener of the event and committee member IEI NLC, to formally introduce the theme of the 34th National Convention of Mining Engineers.